had to rewind this because I literally thought I was looking at dolls because I had the sound off. But watch this thing. These, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like the wait until you see it. Oh, I lost my spot. Where am I? God, I don't even know.
Nizhny Novgorod, Russia, November 2nd, 2011. Police investigating a series of grave desecrations traced them back to the home of local history professor Anatoly Moskvin, where they make a gruesome discovery.
I thought these were dolls.
A collection of eerie, life-sized dolls that upon closer examination turn out to be the mummified remains of young girls.
Moskvin was a very intelligent person who had phenomenal memory, who could speak 13 languages. His colleagues said he was mild-mannered, kind, and loved cemeteries and anything related to death.
He was commissioned at some point to research cemeteries in a very large area of Nizhny Novgorod. When he started digging up the graves of young girls,
his poor parents, they thought he was a little craftsman sewing together these little dolls. They honestly had no idea what was going on behind the closed door of this guy's room.
Those are human bodies.
He spent some serious time in mummification of these corpses. To preserve them, he used fragrances to make them smell better. He clothes them, he inserted things inside them so they wouldn't shrink, and he took very good care of them.
All in all, Moskvin collected the bodies of 29 young girls, earning him the nickname Lord of the Mummies. But when authorities asked Moskvin why he assembled his ghoulish collection, his motive was more disturbing than they ever imagined.
Moskvin was a firm believer that he actually was able to speak to the dead and that the dead were able to speak back.
He claimed that he only ever dug them up when they'd given him permission to do so, in some spiritual way. And some of them were crying out, he said, to be rescued.
So at one point, he said to himself, well, it's cold out here in these cemeteries. Why don't I take these kids home? And they can keep me company in the comfort of my own home.
Oh my God.
He actually treated them like they were living human beings. He would have parties.
I hope he
for them.
didn't murder any of those kids.
He had birthday parties. He watched television with them.
Because this is weird.
He talked to them. He interacted with them like they were alive. And to anybody else, that would be crazy, but to him, it made perfect sense. So Moskvin has indicated, if he's ever released from prison, he's going to go back to those specific corpses and dig them up again.
Oh my
because
God.
he truly believes that these girls can be brought back to life.
Anatoly Moskvin's belief that he can bring dead people back to life certainly seems like a misguided fantasy. But on the other hand, who knows what might happen in the future? What if scientific breakthroughs actually make it possible for us to resurrect dead bodies that have been preserved?
So you don't believe in miracles? But what you can hope for is a scientific breakthrough, a scientific miracle.
Anyways, that's weird.
Like the idea